What is the latest on the Johannesburg Pikitup strike? What is the root cause of the strike? Who is responsible for the safety of temporary workers? What are the effects of rubbish that continues to pile up in and around the city of Johannesburg? What time is it? It is question time. Welcome to Question Time on this Easter Monday. My name is Mpho Tsedu. Striking Pikitup workers affiliated to the South African Municipal Workers Union, SAMU, have been on an unprotected strike since early March. Amongst others, they're demanding to have salary inconsistencies addressed and the resignation of Pikitup Managing Director Amanda Nair. Meanwhile, the Johannesburg Metro Police Department has confirmed that its officers have started escorting Pikitup trucks and temporary workers. This follows an attack on temporary workers and volunteers in Alexandra, north of Johannesburg. A reminder that we are live, therefore you can call us and air your views. The numbers to dial 089-110-4210. Our Twitter handle at QuestionTime24. My guest today, MMC Matsidiso Mfigwe. She's a councillor at the city of Johannesburg, responsible for the environment and infrastructure. And Vuyani Singozo is the South African Municipal Workers Union's regional deputy chairperson here in Johannesburg. Let me welcome you both. Well, I know that I managed to bring you together. Are you talking, though, outside question time?
Yes, we are talking through the structures. I think last Friday, outside question time.
Okay.
As institutions.
All right. Now, what is happening? What's the latest?
Well, the latest is that we met last Friday on Good Friday, and nothing much happened in that meeting. So as far as we are concerned, the status quo remains. Okay,
I've identified only two issues here. We want the inconsistencies in salaries to be addressed and the resignation of the managing director of Pikitup. What are the other issues?
Mainly in terms of the political facilitation agreement that was concluded last December.
Yes.
Those are the main issues that have caused our members to withdraw their labor, because those issues are talking to employment equity issues in terms of the transformation agenda, as well as the relationship and the working environment that our members are faced with at Pikitup, whereby they've got evidence against the MD with regard to her corrupt activities, that she is kept there and not suspended, and the due process is followed through, but they are subjected on a daily basis, you see, at work with harassment and intimidation. So those are the two issues, yes.
You are aware that you are on an unprotected strike?
Of course. I mean, we are a worker-controlled union. The members took that resolution because the employer failed to honor an agreement which was signed in December, a written agreement. And our members are adamant that whether they are inside the work or outside, the same thing happens. Okay. So that's why they took that resolution of saying, listen, we are faced, our demands are legitimate. Whether you call it unprotected or protected, but the demands are legitimate and they will remain their demands.
Have you received suspension notices?
No, we didn't receive any suspension notices. It's only what we received, firstly, was through the media, when the MMC was announcing that they are going to dismiss those workers. And then afterwards, that we received now that there's going to be hearings to be held starting from tomorrow. Well, we are not surprised, though, what is going to happen, because it will be like a mock hearings, because their dismissals, it's a fait accompli. She has already preempted their dismissals. I've got proof here. This is from the media. This is what she wrote. Quoted verbatim is here.
Okay, I'll ask for that paper just now. MMC, why are you not firing the MD?
We have no cause to fire the MD.
But they are saying they have proof that she's corrupt.
We yet to see the proof, Mpo. What we have that the union has given us is a dossier of allegations.
Okay.
And we have said we will look at them. We have actually looked at them. There are issues that, if you remember, she was suspended for a year. There are issues that she was suspended for, still in the dossier. There are new issues. We have said we will look at the new issues and we will appoint a forensic firm to look at those issues. Then, if they come with recommendations that we must suspend her, we will. Nobody has ever been suspended without being taken through due process. So that is what we're saying. We'll take her through due process after the forensic have looked at the issues, done a proper investigation, then bringing recommendations to the mayoral committee. Then we'll take action if they say we must take action. But we cannot just because the union says suspend her without following process, then we do that. Nobody has ever done, nobody has ever been taken through that process without due process. So we will, as long as there is proof and the investigators come and say, no, we think the allegations raised by the union are genuine and you can be able to stand there, they can stand in court, then we'll take action.
Are you lying to us?
Not at all. I don't know which due process she's referring to. Because currently, as we speak, generally, the current practice, our members, before any investigation is done, depending on the seriousness of the allegations, our members are suspended. Before any allegation, there's a lot of them that are being suspended. They even remain on suspension for more than the prescribed period of 3 months. They are still on suspension. No investigation. So it's new what she's talking about when she's saying a due process. Which due process? Because our members just get suspension letters and then they get suspended, then there is an investigation, and then after investigation is either charged or not. And this person is a very senior person at Pikitup. And the evidence she's looking for on the old ones, those old ones, it is our belief that they were dropped based on false pretenses.
Did you appeal?
Appeal, I mean the charges?
Yeah, the ones that were dropped.
Yes, we took it, those things, and the legal process is currently continuing through our legal processes. And
so why don't you allow it to unfold before you then say expel her? Because the city can, bow down to your demands and fire her, and then the process unfold and then find that she's actually not guilty, and they may have to pay her a very hefty golden handshake.
Okay. I referred first to the process that is currently followed, whereby everybody, we think any employee of the city must be subjected to the same process.
Okay.
You see, which has not happened with Amanda. Secondly, the evidence is there. There is a home body who's implicated there, who was on the previous charges, which she referred to, was implicated, and that person was dismissed. And they re-employed that person who was dismissed based on dishonesty. It's a home body working. That is evidence enough for them to take action.
MMC, I want us to really deal with this Amanda issue. What is going to happen? They are saying they've got evidence. You're saying the evidence is not enough. Is she currently indeed going through any internal processes, or what is the status quo?
I need to re-emphasize. And we must be honest and truthful with us. Nobody has ever been taken through ADC without, never been suspended without due process. I'm not sure what he's talking about when he says people are. I don't know. If they have that evidence still, they must put it in the dossier that Masilizo Mfiko is harassed, was suspended without due process. They must still give us proof. But what he's saying, and he knows that he's not telling us the truth. The second point is that whatever issues that are there with Amanda, we have the allegations. We have given them to the forensic company to look at them. Once they come back to us and say, we believe there is this thing called prima facie, then we will deal with them. We will deal with them. Because Amanda, as senior as she is, she's an employee of council. She was employed under the same guidelines, principles, acts, regulations that all of them, including Voyan, were employed under. Okay.
Yandisa, welcome.
Yes, Mpo.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Mpo, my question is to the MMC right there on the studio.
Yes.
I believe that she's a deployee of African National Congress.
Well, that's a fact. It's not just a belief.
I would like to ask her, with all due respect, man, why should people of Johannesburg still take pride in Johannesburg with streets looking like this? Does she still call Johannesburg a world-class city under their rule? Why do they think they deserve to retain Johannesburg beyond these coming local government elections?
Okay. Thank you very much. MMC?
Why do you think we need to retain Johannesburg?
Yes, as the ANC, when the streets are so dirty, he says.
The streets are dirty because people are on an unprotected strike. That is why we've decided that we will mitigate against the dirtiness by getting third-party contractors to do the work, because we are equally worried like any other person that is affected by the dirtiness. And one thing that I'm very happy and glad about, Mpo, is that communities are beginning to say we will clean ourselves. I mean, now as I'm talking to you, as much as there's lots of intimidation in Alexandra, the community is saying we will clean up. I was there during the day. Communities in Cosmos City are saying we will clean. Then it's up to the union. He says, Vianney says the talks have started. It's up to them to say to their members, we are talking, let us go back to work. You know, so for the ANC, we would be worried. That is why we are saying, in fact, we are mobilizing communities to do the cleanups as an organization. You know, but as the council, there are processes that we need to follow. One thing that is need to be considered and understood is the fact that with every salary increment or whatever parity issue that we deal with, there is a budget that we need to take care of. You know, so we are highly worried about breakout of diseases, manifestation of riots. Hence, we made a call to our community to team up with us so that we can clean up the city. Okay. So because we need to address the issues that the caller is raising. You know, as much as we're saying to the union, let us talk and get people back to work. Okay. You know, so it's up to the union to say, are they happy about what they're seeing in Joburg?
Okay. Kosi, you are in Soweto. Welcome.
Yes, it's Kosi, KG, not Kosi.
Oh, Kosi, Twarelo Terrais.
Yeah. Mpo,
yes.
The question is to MMC.
Yes.
It's a concern that whenever there's a strike like this one, it's taken over a month, or most probably it's going for a month. Why are they still billing us because you don't get the service?
Okay, that's a good one, actually. Yeah, why are people, getting billed for a service they are not receiving?
I've gotten that question so many times,
yes.
Even when I was coming here. And we are not responsible for billing. I have indicated to MMC Makubo, look, people are asking whether they're going to get a refund or... then he's saying to me, we'll have to consider what are the options present. I wouldn't really answer directly that you'll get your refund, or I am not responsible for that. That is another MMC. It's a revenue unit issues that they need to resolve. But I have gotten it and I've passed it through to the relevant MMC. Okay, the relevant MMC is Jeff. He belongs to Mzala branch of the ANC. He's a councillor at the city of Johannesburg. So MMC Jeff Makubo, please tell the people that they are not going to pay for the service they have not received this month. We're taking a quick break. When we return, we'll be taking your calls. 089-110-4210 is the number to dial.
As stories are broken around the world, SABC makes sure you do not miss out. As the stories unfold throughout the day, News at 8 updates all newsworthy stories worldwide. Globally, we are there. Locally, we leave no story untold. Make a date with News at 8 every Saturday and Sunday on SABC News, Africa's news leader.
Welcome back. You're still watching Question Time. My guest today, Matsidi Somfikwe, is from the city of Johannesburg. She's the MMC responsible for environment and infrastructure. Vuyani Singozo is the SAMU's regional deputy chairperson. Dagi, you are in the VAL. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, Dagi?
I'm well.
Yes.
My question would be to the MEC, eh?
MMC.
MMC.
Yes.
Yeah, my question would be, if I was living in Joburg,
Yes.
I would have all those ratepayers start getting together and take the council to court. Never mind about the ANC, but take the council to court because they cannot charge people for work that they cannot deliver.
Okay.
That is most wrong. So I'd like to hear what she says to that.
Okay, Dagi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. MMC, well, Dagi is in the VAL, but he's saying he would mobilize people not to pay. I guess that's the matter that you were referring to that Jeff is looking into. But you now have what the SABC would call freelancers. But you've got people who are currently working to collect rubbish.
Yes.
What's the state of affairs there?
We're still continuing with contracting them under difficult circumstances. They are being threatened, they are being shot at, they are being beaten. In Alexandra, we started on Saturday. 3 of the guys were beaten, taken to the doctor. And what I love about the Alexandra community is that they stood up and defended the guys. They protected
who's
the
attacking
cars.
them?
Pardon?
Who's attacking them?
The police will tell us. We're taking whether it's pure criminality or is related to members of staff who are SAMU members.
Okay.
So the police is investigating that. 2 of them are arrested. I was told by the police that they are going to be charged with attempted murder. Okay. And then we have indeed, after that, those attacks, improved escorts from JMPD. We're trying to rope in the SAPS because we are going to continue with measures to clean up the city. As difficult as it is going to be, as dangerous it is going to be, but we are going to continue. We want to rid the city of all the possible health hazards that we could have as to the amount of waste that we have. Okay. Still saying to the union and members, come back to work, let us talk.
Okay, Samuel, you are in Polokwane. Welcome.
Hello. I would like to ask the MMC a question there, that how long can that investigation take place?
Oh, yes.
How long are we going to wait for those investigations, forensic investigations?
Okay. Yes, MMC.
We said to them they must work quickly because we need to resolve the issues. So as soon as we get the report, it's beneficial for all of us. Then whatever needs to be done should be done. We will make the public announcement once we get the results of the investigation, as well as how we're actioning the recommendations thereof.
Now, as a union, why do you trash up the city when you are on strike?
Well, our members never trash the streets.
They do.
There is a backlog because they have withdrawn their labor.
No. I'm going to wait. Just hold it there. Just hold it there. I'm going to ask our director, right, to give us footage of your members, right, trashing the city. And let's see if indeed it's just a matter of backlog. That we can see.
Yeah, you can see
that is backlog, yes. But we have visuals of people who are actually trashing the city.
Look, all we know is that our members don't bring any bags of litter there, as you can see where they are.
Yeah,
but trash is their tools of trade. They work with it, and as you can see, that trash has not been collected, and as it has not been collected.
Now, that is trashing.
No. You see what is happening there.
Let's rewind them, please.
The person who is there, who's there might be a supporter of SAMU. Be a supporter of SAMU.
Now, you are trying to spin this.
I'm not spinning.
I mean, these are your members.
No.
Okay, are these your members? Let's start there.
You see, the people that are on the street, we've got supporters, we've got workers.
Okay, fine. Who are these people? on screen?
The people on the screen are the marchers.
Marchers of SAMU.
Some of them are SAMU, some of them are supporters.
Oh, supporters who are not necessarily SAMU.
The cause of the workers.
But those ones, those are not SAMU.
Yeah,
also.
they are supporters. You can see that person is just a supporter.
Okay. Yes. All right. I think we've got a caller on the line. Paul, welcome.
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm well, Bito.
I'm well too.
Yes.
I'm phoning from Gauteng in Alexandra.
Thank you very much.
I would like to pose a question to the MNC.
Okay.
Yes, my question is, why the government doesn't take all the state companies instead of outsourcing them? Because we have seen these outsourcements are killing the people. Because it's another part who's becoming rich. Why they don't do it on themselves? Because I think the government doesn't want to take responsibility of employing our own people.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Nationalize.
Pikitup is wholly owned by the city, including the 10 other companies that we have. So there is no privatization at all in the city of Johannesburg. All the employees, as much as they're working for Pikitup, for City Power, Market, and Metrobus, they are the employees of the city of Johannesburg. So we have employed our people.
Okay. So, well, I guess the union will obviously say you've got nothing to do with the attacks that have been reported on this contracted workers.
Yes, I mean, that's a separate issue, because what we have observed as well as the unions is intimidation, both from the police, who always come to our offices, cordon off our office. In the past 2 weeks, there were shots. You see, they shot at our office. We've got that evidence. They came in last week up to the second floor, kicking doors, going to the basement, taking our members that they must go. And another thing that has happened, we hear, as the MMC is saying in Alexandra, one of our members, maybe is referring to that, was walking on the street. He is known as a SAMU member, was roped and beaten up. And the JMPD arrested him instead of protecting him. And then they took his cell phone and that person is injured. Because we understand in Alexandra, there are now it's a political game. People are given T-shirts and being pitted against the workers that are known.
Gee, this is becoming quite more complex. Itumeleng, very, very briefly, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much, Mbo.
You're welcome.
Mbo, it's very clear that the MMC and the council, they don't take ratepayers very seriously. I think they should resolve this issue, and not forgetting that Johannesburg is one of the cities in the world.
Yes.
That is regarded as the best, especially in Africa. So they should serve the community and stop saving their egos. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. MMC, as we close, I mean, if I'm in a bus that comes from Gweru in Zimbabwe, riding my Munoru Rama bus there, and I get to Johannesburg, what I see is not enterprising.
Exactly. A week ago, we had a delegation from Maluti Apofum.
Yes.
And it was one of those things that we start by saying, hey, welcome to Joburg, but please apologize. Please forgive us for what you see. You know, we don't want that. Joburg is a destination. That is why we've made the call to communities to help us, team up with us so that we can clean up the city. Okay. But I want to quickly address this issue that everyone is raising. Let us wait for the court. The 2 people that are arrested are at court. They were arrested. They're going to court anytime soon. Okay. We will hear from there whether they were just robbed or whatever happened there, so that we don't preempt as well those discussions in court. But we are concerned about the impact this is having not just on the city's environment, as well as the fact that we are a destination city.
Okay. Let's wish you both the best. Let's hope you'll be able to find each other for the benefit of the citizens of Johannesburg. That was question time for today. Have yourself a wonderful time. Goodbye.
Thanks.